Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president again.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I'm happy to see all of you here tonight. And boy, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Shout out to the Obamas. Shout out to the mainstream media for being busted. It's all falling apart. The mainstream is melting down right now. President Trump, right, once again. I don't know if he's still alive. I know President Trump was just live in North Carolina, or was it North Charleston? But I think he's already done. Shout out to the great President Trump. And yeah, so this whole story about the CIA spying on President Trump, they do not want this story out there. They do not want this story out there. They've been trying to cover this thing up for, 8 years now or whatever it's been. It's all falling apart. 2024 is going exactly how we would hope so far. All of the cases are falling apart against President Trump. Everything is falling apart right now. And President Trump's momentum is through the roof. This is fantastic. So we're going to talk about all of that. First of all, let's see who all's here. We got the chat here. A little bit different setup tonight. We're on StreamYards tonight. But we've got, not only do we have this chat, okay? Not only do we have this chat, we also have the Rumble chat, okay? And we're on live chat. That's not top chat. That's live chat. So KM Man, for the first time ever, probably respects me, okay? For the first time ever, KM Man might have a little bit of respect for me. But being this live chat is showing up, I don't know, KM Man might have a fun night. We shall see. But let's see, Lady Aaron D says, this looks better, not going to lie. Well, we can recreate this in OBS. It's just a matter of me letting Hailstorm and Hollywood Scholar just kind of get in there and kind of maneuver everything around. We can do that. But what's up to the bro 99? I see the bros already in the chat are showing up. One of the many memes that are created here by the Snake Pit and by Geeks and Gamers. We had Chris Gore created another one accidentally today. And yeah, look at there. Oh, there's Kick. That one doesn't, I think we can, hang on. I can make that look a little better, I think. Let's see. Hang on, Kick. There we go. Okay, see? So you got the Kick chat right there. You got the YouTube chat. So we're showing love to both. But yes, we're going to have some videos to react to. And this story, again, let me remind you that President Trump said this all those years ago, and the media lied. Let me remind you, this is just to kind of prep the story, okay, of what we're going to talk about. This is what President Trump said all those years ago. Let's hear what he has to say.
So the biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's all over the place. Leslie,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify.
It's been totally verified.
No.
It's been, just go down and get the papers. They spied on my campaign. They got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie. And you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the air.
As a matter of fact, I don't know that.
Okay.
So
the biggest scandal.
It's unbelievable. The media's ability to lie is truly astonishing to me. And they just keep doing it. With all of that said, and this is what we're going to talk about here in just a bit, okay? This is what we're going to talk about. CIA, foreign intelligence agencies illegally targeted 26 Trump associates before 2016 Russia collusion claims. This is what the mainstream is all about, and they are losing it over this. President Trump, right once again. Obama has got to be very unhappy about this in this report, and it's getting traction right now, and it's not slowing down. Absolutely, Michelle, they could verify it if they actually wanted to, and that's the difference. They don't want to. They don't want to verify anything. They don't care. Ministry of Wrongthink for $20. Says Jeremy, have you seen Legal Mindset's video covering the NATGO Disney Afghanistan doc? They put the doc on Disney Plus, National Geographic, without censoring any of the special forces, doxing Green Berets, and literally got their assets killed. I did see that video. There's been Legal Mindset's been crushing it, by the way. Shout out to Legal Mindset. He's been crushing it over there. There's so many videos I'm trying to catch up on. I'm so far behind on so much because the entertainment world is crazy. The political world is crazy. The sports world is crazy. You had this whole deal with Dana White today, walking off the podcast with Howie Mandel, which I didn't know Howie Mandel had a podcast, but now everybody does. So interesting. And maybe that was a PR decision. I don't know. But yeah, it has. Yes, Jessica, it's just a crazy year indeed. And when you're covering so many things, I mean, again, with Geeks and Gamers, we cover Hollywood, we cover gaming, we cover theme parks. We have sports, we have tabletop, we have all of this going on. And then you've got the world of politics. It's never ending. There's a never ending amount of stuff going on right now, and it's really tough to keep up with it. Speaking of that, that Dana White situation. So I don't really know what's up with Dana White. Let's look at this whole Dana White thing really quick. And I want your feedback, chat. I want to know, do you think some people are saying this was all like a setup? Whatever. I don't know if I believe it was. I don't know. So right here. So this happened today with Dana White. He was on Howie Mandel's podcast, And this is how it all played out.
Dana White, you are an amazing guy. I can't thank you enough for being here. You and Ginger seem to be getting along. You are not only an amazing businessman, you are an inspiration. You are a philosopher. The way you do business, the way you conduct your business and your friendships and media is, I'm jealous. But Dana, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
There you go. Now, what are my thoughts on this? I don't think this is a publicity stunt. I really don't. I don't think this. I know a lot of people think this is a publicity stunt. I don't. Now, again, it could be, but I don't think that this is a publicity stunt at all. So let's go back through. Okay, first of all, Dana White, probably a lot like me. I can't stand to be complimented. I would rather you criticize me. I would rather you talk bad about me. I don't like compliments. Howie Mandel didn't seem to think, it seems like he doesn't know who Dana White is. Those were very generic comments he was making. Those were very, very generic comments. It didn't seem like he knew anything about Dana White, which is why I can't stand collaborating with people that have no idea who you are, and they make these all general kind of talking points. But if you listen to it, when he said Dana White is a philosopher, that's like where Dana looked down like, this motherfucker has no idea who I am. Watch Dana White look down.
Dana White, you are an amazing guy. I can't thank you enough for being here. You and Ginger seem to be getting along. You are not only amazing.
First of all, that was an awkward, so this guy's like, he says, you and Ginger seem to be getting along. That sounded really gay, by the way. And then this guy, whoever this guy is, he looks over really awkwardly.
In here, you and Ginger seem to be getting along.
What was that? I don't understand. What was that? All right, but then it continues.
Getting along. You are not only an amazing businessman, you are an inspiration. You are a philosopher. The way you do business, the way you
see, he called him a philosopher, and Dana White's like, this dude has no idea who I am. This dude has no idea who I am. That's what I took it as. When he said that, all of these comments were very generic, extremely generic.
The way you do business, the way you conduct your business and your friendships and media is, I'm jealous. But Dana, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Thank you for all the kind words. I appreciate it. I am so fucking tired of doing podcasts. I'm literally done with them. I'm not doing any more podcasts.
And that's it. So I just feel like it came off disingenuous from Howie Mandel and maybe he does know who Dana White is, but it sounds like he has no idea who Dana White is. That's my take on it, but I don't know. What does the chat think? What does the chat think? And you guys think that the ginger guy, was that Jed? Jed's been working out. Jed's been hitting the weights. Shout out to Jed. Jed, have you been hitting the weights, man?
I have. I'm just glad the Snake Pit is finally giving me the respect I deserve for all the hard work I put in.
All right, shout out to Jed, getting the cameo here on the Dana White Howie Mandel podcast. All right, there we go. All right, that was pretty funny. So yeah, shout out to Jed. But yeah, I personally don't think it was a PR stunt. I don't, because you could do that, and I get that, but that just seemed to genuinely like Dana White was like, this guy has no idea who I am. I'm going to thank him for his comments, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with this. That's what it seemed like to me, but maybe I'm wrong. What say you, everyone? I saw a few people saying there was probably some beef beforehand and things like that. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. But let's say hello to everyone as we're getting this party started. Hello to the chat. Hello to the Rumble chat. Unfortunately, we're not live on Kick tonight because we're running through StreamYards, and I always have problems getting Kick set up through StreamYards. But yes, Snake Pit making it happen. And of course, President Trump, we're going to talk about the CIA situation. We've got a video that we're going to react to talking about that. We also have these comments right here. Now, apparently Trump took a shot at Mitt Romney. All right, tonight. Let's listen in. I have not heard this yet. So let's hear what Trump has to say.
Romney, has anyone ever with a guy named Mitt Romney? Has anyone ever? That's not a good thing. Who has run? Really, I mean, he's been run out of office essentially. Remember, he was with the mask running down Pennsylvania Avenue with Antifa. I said, this guy's not good. No, he didn't run because he couldn't have had my support. And in Utah, he couldn't have won the race. He could not have won. So he didn't leave very easily, but he left. He's gone. He's
with the mask with the Antifa. Freaking Trump, dude. I swear he's so damn funny. So I wish I would have watched his rally tonight. I didn't get a chance to watch his rally tonight. So I'm sure it was a great rally. But we also had a situation today that I don't think the media is going to talk much about. I don't think the media wants to talk about what happened today at the Kansas City Chiefs parade. Do you know why they don't want to talk about it? Do you have any idea why they would not talk about the shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs parade? Do you know why the mainstream media won't talk about it? Uh-oh. It looks like the narrative will not be fit when it comes to this situation right there. Uh-oh. Thank you. Appreciate it. So that's not going to fit the narrative, will it? Uh-oh. Man, if only it were 3 a.m. in Chicago and there was somebody screaming MAGA country. If only that was happening. But of course, they don't want to talk about that situation at all. And I don't think the mainstream's going to be talking about that. Amazing. It's almost like they like to create a racial divide in this country anytime something happens. But you know the old saying, right? Good people. Let's see. So this is the moment right here where it happened. And you will actually see brave men out there tackling this person. Here we go. Right there, handling business, alpha male, toxic masculinity. All right, toxic masculinity in the house. The guy made a post about it on Twitter. Really? Can somebody tag me on that? I would love to check that out. So yeah, it's always nice when brave people are out there to help de-escalate a situation like that. It's obviously not something that anybody can do. Not something just anybody can do, and I would never recommend just anybody. Let's see. You do not have Kick. Did I say I had the Kick chat? I meant Rumble. Rumble and YouTube are up, not Kick. Rumble and YouTube, not Kick tonight. So yeah, I mean, that was again, this really, like, it sucks that stuff like this happens, but the problem is that it's not going to be reported on right there. Now, if this was a white guy, then of course it would be reported on. Of course they would be talking about it. If this guy had any history of supporting Trump, and again, this is the problem with the fucking media. The fucking media is the problem. The media is the enemy of the people. We've said this 1,000 times. The media is the enemy of the people. They are responsible for the division in this country. They are responsible for the anti-white narratives that's going on right now. And of course, Barack Obama, we can go ahead and blame Barry for that as well. Because if you've paid attention to any of this, especially Obama's last 2 years were a complete and total disaster. It was awful. It was awful. And there's no justifying it whatsoever. Obama's last 2 years are arguably the worst 2 years of any presidency I've ever been a part of. And that includes Joe Biden. I mean, it was awful. And it's just like anything else. And you can retroactively look back and go, well, in reality, you might have been fooled about the first 4 years of Obama's term. But in reality, all of that was just being built up. All of that was, it was all being planned to be fully executed. And all of the seeds were planted in his first 4 years. So Obama, probably the most damaging president that we've had, at least in my lifetime, for sure. And of course, you can blame Biden if you want, but really, Obama is behind all of this. Barack Obama is the single most damaging American president that you could imagine. He's horrible. Horrible. And we now have this story going on right here with let me see if I can find it. Do I have this right here? Okay, so we've got this story right here about the Obama administration. Let's check it out and let's listen.
Let's bring in Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, you're the media guy. When Trump said this was happening, the media attacked him mercilessly.
They did, saying that he was just throwing out conspiracy theories, Todd, Carly. And as a result, we should not take anything he's saying seriously. Let's be clear first. As Lucas just said, this report has not been confirmed by...
Wait. Now you want to talk about it's not being confirmed? Fuck off. Just tell us what's going on. All right? We don't care. Just tell us. You don't ever want to talk about this with Trump. You don't ever want to sit there and go, well, every time you talked about Russia, you didn't say, well, it hasn't been confirmed. Fuck off with that.
By any major news outlets, including the New York Post and Fox News. But for the sake of conversation, it wouldn't be surprising if this did happen. And the reporters here, Matt Taibbi, Michael Schellenberger, they are as solid as they come. The CIA director at the time was John Brennan. He has shown himself to be completely and totally partisan and completely anti-Trump. He currently serves as an MSNBC analyst, and his sole job is to bash Trump at every turn. So when you listen to John Brennan on TV now, and you see this reporting and the reporters that are behind it, again, it's not hard to believe that Barack Obama and therefore his CIA would spy on Donald Trump in an attempt to stop him from becoming president, and after he became president, to make his job as difficult as possible, guys.
Don't take Concha's words for it. Here's what John Brennan himself said on cable news back in 2018.
Donald Trump has badly sullied the reputation of the office of the presidency.
Oh, God, I can't stand this dude. I can't stand this dude. This dude is so incredibly unlikable. It's unbelievable.
He is, I think, the most divisive president we've ever had in the Oval Office. He is feeding and fueling hatred and animosity and misunderstandings among Americans. I and so many other former national security officials are speaking out because of the abnormal and aberrant behavior of Mr. Trump.
This is a very large and painful national kidney stone. The relief we feel afterward is going to be just exhilarating.
When this many powerful people hate your guts, you must be doing something right. They hate Trump so bad. I have never seen someone upset so many powerful and influential people as much as Trump. Trump has completely annihilated them. They lose sleep at night. They can't function, and it's mainly because they know they can't get away with all the bullshit. They hate him so bad.
Before the 2016 election and during the lead up to the 2020 election, as you saw right there, John Brennan, one of Obama's Intel Department heads, targeted a presidential campaign run by Donald J. Trump. 2 campaigns, I might add. How is that not textbook election interference, Joe?
It completely is. And it's amazing that it took independent journalists like
and I want to remind everybody, okay, really quick, and we're going to finish this video, but like, look at this right here one more time as we get through this story. I want to play it because the context is very, very, very important right here. Okay.
So the biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is.
No.
It's all over the place. Leslie, they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign.
Well, we can't verify
It's been totally
that.
verified.
No.
It's been, just go down and get the papers. They spied on my campaign. They got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie, and you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the air.
As a matter of fact, I don't know that.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So that was Trump being proven right once again. Now we return to the Fox News story right here. Hayden Wayne for 50 says, I think Brennan is legitimately one of the evil people that run things behind the scenes. This guy has wild connections that you wouldn't even expect head of the FBI to have. He's insanely corrupt, allegedly. Thank you, Hayden Wayne. Dude, these guys are, again, the amount of enemies that Donald Trump has that are in powerful places. They've done every single thing. Like this dude, again, I've always said this. Name another human being that has ever been as investigated as Donald Trump. Name it. I've said Michael Jackson's the closest, and I don't think it's even close. I mean, Michael Jackson was completely, his reputation was destroyed by the media. They investigated everything on him. But like Donald Trump, man, they have gone overboard on him, and they can't find anything. They can't find anything on Trump, and they've tried everything. The most investigated human being on the planet, and they can't find anything on him.
Taibbi and Schellenberger to dig into this because the New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, they would never go near this. And look, think about, Todd, all of the former national security, national intelligence officials who have gone from doing their jobs when they're supposed to be apolitical to going on TV to talk about Donald Trump and how horrible he is for democracy. We just saw Clapper. We also saw, James Clapper, I should mention. He was just on screen with John Brennan. John Brennan, of course, MSNBC, James Clapper, CNN, Andy McCabe, number 2. Be under Clapper. I'm sorry, who was he under as far as? Oh, that's right, James Comey. He also has written 2 books, had a Showtime series to go against Donald Trump. I could go on and on in terms of all the national intelligence officials who are now doing jobs like I do in terms of analyzing things on television, and they're supposed to be apolitical. After they leave office, after they leave their jobs, they should be doing other things besides going on television and sounding like Keith Olbermann or Rachel Maddow, but that's exactly what we've seen. So that should tell you something as far as our intelligence agencies, not the people on the ground doing the real work, but the people at the top. They've all become vastly political, and the American people seem to know that at this point.
And it's good to see the media industrial complex holding all the individuals you mentioned to account for their complete falsity and, undemocratic acts. I just want to add one more thing on this. There is this alleged 10-inch binder that Schellenberger referenced that has all the info gathered in the surveillance, but its whereabouts are unknown. I think it's going to have the same fate as the Supreme Court leaker, whoever placed the cocaine in the White House, but I digress. We will see.
All right, Fox, I can give you a little credit for bringing up the cocaine in the White House. Remember the raid of Mar-a-Lago? Again, the most investigated person that we've ever seen, Donald Trump. Remember the raid at Mar-a-Lago? Of course, they were looking for anything because they're basically trying to will their accusations into existence. That's what they're trying to do. They make the accusations, even though it's baseless, and then they break the law in order to try and find something. You know, like it's insane. It's insane.
Meantime, Joe Biden delivering a White House address to attack Trump, but didn't want to take any questions. Watch.
Before we begin, I'm going to make this statement.
I have not seen this yet. I have not seen this. So let's see this.
Any questions? Watch.
Before we begin, I'm going to make this statement. Let it stand in its own. I'm not going to take any questions, but I'll be taking questions tomorrow and the next day. But
wow, I have not seen this yet. So he starts talking before he even gets to the podium. I thought there was like an audio mistake. He starts talking before he even gets to the fucking podium.
Didn't want to take any questions. Watch.
Before we begin, I'm going to make this statement. Let it stand in its own. I'm not going to take any questions, but I'll be taking questions tomorrow and the next day. But I don't want anything to get in the way of the statement. I promise I'll come back and answer questions later. Thank you.
Sir, when Trump said that, sir, what did Putin do?
What's plan B if the speaker doesn't act?
Sir, the hostage.
So one of two things happened. Well, okay. Yeah, one of two things happened. Either Big Mike and Little Barry are behind the scenes there telling him what to say, or he literally pooped his pants and he said, I got to go out here, but I can't take questions because I got a mess to clean up. That's one of two things happened. But honestly, every time Biden walks, like, can you not, like, it's almost like you know that he just pooped. Like, what, the way he walks.
If the speaker doesn't act.
Sir, the hostage.
It just seems like he's walking after he pooped in his pants. It's so uncomfortable. It's so incredibly uncomfortable.
Will Joe answer any more questions between now and November after, quite frankly, what was a train wreck last week?
Todd, did you see his schedule yesterday? There was literally nothing on it outside of lunch with Kamala Harris. So he had nowhere to go. There was no pressing issue where he had to leave and not take questions. This president, I'll say it again, is an absolute coward because he should be telling his advisors, no, I want to answer questions. I want to show that I have the mental acuity to do this job. And instead, he just stutters off and wanders off after making a statement when he had nowhere to go. And this is as surprising as the sun rising in the east and birds flying south for the winter. This is a president who's like a remote control car, completely controlled and driven by others in terms of when he cannot speak to reporters and therefore the American people. He had 3 solo press conferences in 2023. Donald Trump had 35 in his final year in office. So
he had 3 solo press conferences? Holy, that's all wow. I didn't know it was that bad. He had 3. Again, this is why I will continue to push the idea that I think that this man will not be the Democratic nominee. I firmly believe that. I also beg and hope and pray that I'm wrong every day. Every time I say this, I say, I hope I'm wrong. He did 3 solo press conferences in 2023. How do you think he's going to handle a campaign against Donald Trump, who has all the momentum in the world? Like, every bit of momentum is on Donald Trump's side right now. And there's nothing that they can throw at Donald Trump. They've tried everything. They have tried literally everything to derail Donald Trump's campaign, and nothing is working. So now you have lame duck Joe, who has no idea where he's at. He did 3 solo press conferences in all of 2023. You can't pull the COVID card. What are you going to do? You can't put him in the basement. What are you going to do? Holy crap.
To answer your question, will he take any questions between now and November? We'll see him in East Palestine, Ohio, where he promised to go. Remember that 2 weeks ago? I'm going to East Palestine. That never happened, did it, right? It's the same thing. Never take anything this president says seriously. Always judge him by his actions, Todd.
His handlers had him primed from the moment he stepped to that podium. No questions was the first thing he said, so he couldn't mess that up. Joe?
That's amazing. That I did not know he only did 3 solo press conferences. So Wow. Okay, so that's the latest right there on the Trump, CIA, Obama situation. I think that's going to be very, very ugly. And again, this is why I'm thankful that we live in a time where Elon Musk bought Twitter. Tucker Carlson has the biggest platform on the internet in terms of independent media voices. And I'm pretty sure, I would imagine that Tucker is going to, talk about this. I would imagine he would, because he needs to highlight this. He needs to highlight this story because this is crucial. So thank you guys for being here. Great crowd tonight, not only here, but also over on Rumble. Appreciate that. Ministry of Wrongthink says, if you've been paying attention to how this works, expect bad news for Trump to drop tomorrow in attempts to cancel this news out, save the narrative. That's how the game is played. Mark my words. 100% that's how it works. The problem is what can they, as much as, and I know we did like a reaction to a Ben Shapiro video, and it was a good video for Ben, even though at the end he disappointed all of us because he couldn't fully get there. But Ben Shapiro made a wonderful statement about Donald Trump. This is like before the 2020 election. And the fact that Ben Shapiro forgot this wonderful point that he made, kind of just shows you that he does still have a not a severe, but he has a mild case of TDS. I know there's Ben Shapiro fans that refuse to believe that. Ben Shapiro has a mild case of TDS. He does. He just does. He's not bad. He's not like Mark Ruffalo or Mark Hamill or Stephen King or Ron Perlman or one of those weirdos. He has a mild case of TDS. He just does. But there was a story before the 2020 election, before anyone had really declared. There was all this speculation of who's going to run in 2020 from the Democratic Party. And there was a story about Oprah Winfrey and her potentially getting involved to run against Donald Trump in 2020. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a short-lived story, but it was out there. And Ben Shapiro talked about this. And again, this is such a wonderful point that he made, yet he forgot about it when he started to do his pro DeSantis bullshit. He said, right now, Oprah Winfrey is standing there with a beautiful white dress on. There's not a blemish. She looks perfect. She looks beautiful. The Democrats love her. All the normies love her. And the moment you enter politics, they're going to start slinging mud. And you get a little bit of mud on that dress that she's wearing, and it starts to not look so good. But the further you get into politics, a lot of mud on that dress is going to make it look really bad. And that's what's going to happen to someone like Oprah Winfrey. She's going to get a lot of mud on her dress. She's going to look bad. He said, Donald Trump is built of mud. It doesn't matter what you throw at Donald Trump. He is built of mud. You can throw anything at this man and it just bounces off, or it just falls right in. There's nothing you can throw at Trump that will affect him. And that was before the 2020 election. And then Ben Shapiro decided to support Ron DeSantis over Trump. And how did that work out for Ron DeSantis? Not very good, did it? It didn't work out very good, did it? No, it didn't. Because you tried to take a shot at the king. And I know there's people out there going, Jeremy, Donald Trump needs to earn it just like everyone else. Blah, 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 blah. I think that's the stupidest comment that anybody can make. Donald Trump don't need to earn shit. Donald Trump already earned it. And if were you around? Did you watch election night 2020? Did you watch all of this? Because I don't have to sit here and tell you things I don't know. I can tell you what I do know. I watched the 2020 election. I watched Trump running away with it in 2020, just like he did in 2016. And then I watched everything stop. And I watched water mains bursting, and I watched voting stop. I watched it happen. So did you. So did every fucking body else. We all watched it happen right before our very eyes. So there's nothing, there's no, and every single Republican that ran against Trump, bullshit. Now, again, I can justify Vivek, and I even justified Vivek when he was in the campaign when I was questioning him, because I said he did literally what you needed to do. Vivek I think he knew he didn't have a shot, but he also was an unknown. Vivek ran his campaign in the most brilliant way possible. He never went after Trump. He elevated his name. He took shots at you know, the RNC. He took shots at Nikki Haley. He never even took a shot at DeSantis, really. He elevated his name. He elevated his brand. And when the time was right, he got out of the race and he supported Donald Trump, and he's been right by his side. A brilliant, brilliant move from Vivek. Absolutely phenomenal. And that's the way it needed to be done. That's the way it needed to be done. But for somebody like Ron DeSantis, you'd had nothing to gain. You had nothing to gain by going up against Trump. You had everything to lose, and you have lost it. And as I said with Ron DeSantis, I live in the state of Florida. I've never had any problems with him as the governor of Florida. If anything, I was a massive fan of Ron DeSantis. I loved Ron DeSantis. He was phenomenal. And I said this, and I'll repeat what I've said. I said in Florida, he was a big fish in a small pond. If he goes national against Trump, he will get destroyed. He will get destroyed. And so he did. That's exactly what happened with DeSantis. And now that he's back being the governor of Florida, and this is the way I have to word it, I like him more now that he's back to being the governor, but it makes me dislike him more. And what I mean by that is that now that Ron is back to being the governor and doing what he did, it's like, man, that's the old Ron DeSantis. I like this guy. He's awesome. But then I think about, but the fact that when you ran for president and you became someone that you're not shows that you're not really a true leader and you don't actually believe in what you're doing or saying. You completely compromised yourself for the deep state. You compromised yourself for the rhinos. So I can't ever trust him moving forward. I can't do it. Like, I can never trust Ron DeSantis again. It can't be done. Maybe others can. I can't. But that's my stance on it right there. I cannot support Ron DeSantis moving forward for the very reason that as soon as he got out of the presidential race, he reminded me of the reason I liked him. And then that shows me exactly why I can't trust you moving forward. You know, it's really unbelievable how devious it came off with that whole thing. So, Replicate Patriot says, hi, Jeremy. Just wanted to see what's going on with the 199 hats. Hail the 199. Hopefully Friday, they will be going on sale for the 2-week campaign. The 199 bags are on sale right now. I don't know if Can Man or Eric can put that in the chat, and I will happily pin that post. But yes, the 199 bags are for sale right now. So if you go over there and check that out, there it is right there. Eric, thank you. I got the pinned post right there. Okay. Thank you so much. I know we had a 20 over there on Rumble. Shout out to our Rumble audience from Iron Age Games. That awkward Biden walk, I legit believe they have a butt plug up there. So he stops pooping when he turns the corner. He launches that sucker out like a Nerf bazooka. Holy crap. Dude, it's embarrassing. All right. It's embarrassing. Like, how are we in a point where Joe Biden is running this country? Well, I mean, again, Joe Biden, that's the face of the country right there. They want you to believe, like, okay, let me put a poll in the chat. I want to put a poll in the chat. Okay. I genuinely want to know, do you think Joe Biden, let's see, do you think Joe Biden is running the USA? All right. Do you think Joe Biden is running the USA? Here we go. All right. There we go. Do you genuinely think Joe Biden is running the USA? I honestly want to know. I honestly want to know if you actually think that this man is running the United States of America right now. Because, you know, it's not even that I think, it's that I know he's not. He's not. Let's see here. I haven't seen Benny Johnson's. this. Benny Johnson's. I want to watch Benny Johnson's video on the Trump CIA thing. I have not watched this yet, so we're gonna watch this. Shout out to Benny Johnson. We're gonna see how many people vote in this, and then we're gonna watch Benny. Again, if you have not subscribed to Benny Johnson, please go do that. Benny is awesome. We love Benny. He's a friend, and he's awesome, and he loves geeks and gamers. It was awesome having him show up to our MegaCon panel. He has no idea what's going on, let alone running the country. I agree with that. 97%. The fact that 3%, and that's got to be trolls. It's got to be trolls. It's got to be trolls. PJ says, hey, Jeremy, I thought I heard about a huge YouTube thing in Vegas around April 2nd. Am I wrong or confused? No, that is the Friday Night Tights meetup in Las Vegas. Is that the actual date? Is it April 2nd, I think? All the details will be announced on Friday Night Tights this week over on Gary's channel, Nerdrotic. So the first RSVP is already gone, already sold out. And what we mean by that is it's just gone. It's not like we're selling RSVPs. So, so the second RSVP will launch on Friday Night Tights. We do have a limited room only, so they're going to go fast. So make sure you tune into Friday Night Tights. All right, so 96%, and the fact that there's even 4% trying to vote yes is funny as hell. That's pretty damn funny, actually. All right, I do want to hear what Benny has to say about this. So we're going to watch Benny Johnson right here. Shout out to Benny Johnson.
Breaking news from this morning, here reading to you from the New York Post, but it's all over the place. CIA and foreign intelligence agencies illegally targeted 26 Russian associates before 2016 Russia collusion claims report. Okay. U.S. intelligence community was asked for.
I just, again, how the fuck is this like? This is criminal behavior. This is criminal. Vegas meetup is April 10th and 11th. They will schedule more things, though. Okay, April 10th and 11th. Thank you, Cam. Or thank you, Eric K. Appreciate that.
Foreign spy agencies. Okay, so that fits the bill, right? The CIA is working with other foreign nations to do illegal activities here in America to surveil 26 associates of Donald Trump in the run-up to the 2016 election, which triggered the allegations that the former president's campaign had been colluding with Russia. The former CIA director, John Brennan, CNN, MSNBC commentator. It's a reminder that these news organizations are completely and totally at the service of our intel agencies. They are mouthpieces, repeating and being stenographers for the lies of these agencies. In fact, somebody named Natasha Bertrand just was promoted at CNN. You may recall that name. Because that's
what we need Trump. And this is why it's important. A victory is obviously that's one thing. We need a landslide. We need a fucking landslide victory. That's what we need. We have to have a landslide. This is like with the Supreme Court decision. And by the way, do we know when the Supreme Court is supposed to make their decision on the ballot case? Because I know they heard the arguments. When is that decision supposed to drop? And again, that needs to be a 9-0. Like, it needs to be no doubt about it. It needs to be no doubt about it. Like, this needs to be a crushing defeat, because this is a cancer right now. And again, it's just like anything else in life. If you have a cancer, if you have a disease and you're letting it spread, eventually it will take over. It will. You have to deal with it. Once you're aware of it, you have to deal with it, or it will take over. This Trump situation, Trump has to smash the entire establishment right now. Let's see. Friday? People saying it's Friday? Not likely. Let's see. Any day or a week now? Okay, so we don't know. All right, here we go.
The person who wrote that 51 intel experts say that the Hunter Biden laptop had all the hallmarks of Russian disinformation. Had no proof, had no evidence, just had filthy, despicable, rodent-like intelligence agents from our intel agencies signed the letter that was orchestrated by Anthony Blinken, who also just got who was rewarded for lying to the American people. They lied to you, and they're getting promotions for it. They're getting rewarded for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? just to show you how this works. So John Brennan,
again, it's like anything else. And again, I know I often reference like Elon Musk buying Twitter, but Elon Musk buying Twitter is a monumental moment. It just is. I remembered our panel at MegaCon. We were talking about like the entertainment industry and how it feels like the tide is turning. And I agree that the tide is turning slowly. But I do credit Elon Musk. And yes, we can criticize Elon. We can criticize things about Twitter. We can criticize some of the things going on. But ultimately, him buying Twitter has been a monumental shift in the discussion. There's no doubt about that. You can criticize. You can say, well, he's not truly for free speech. And he's not. He's not. Elon Musk is not truly for free speech. He's lying when he says that. Okay? That's just a fact. Elon Musk is lying when he says that. He is not for free speech. But he's definitely a lot better than the previous regime. He's a lot better than most people in this situation, for sure. No doubt about that.
never suffering any consequences, identified and presented the targets of the U.S. intelligence sharing partners to the so-called Five Eyes agencies. These are the intelligence gathering organizations, the U.S., United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, according to a report published Monday on Michael Schellenberger's public Substack. The report by independent journalists Schellenberger and Matt Taibbi and Alice Gutentag had not been confirmed by the Post. They cite multiple unnamed sources, including one close to House Permanent Select Committee intelligence led by Rep. Mike Turner. Turner's office did not respond to the Post for comment. The U.S. intelligence community had identified 26 Trump associates as people to bump or make contact with or manipulate. In spy speak, bumping is when a reason is manufactured to meet with a target of interest in order to develop a relationship that could lead to intelligence. They were targets of our own intelligence community and law enforcement.
You notice we're not talking about Russia anymore. Why? Why are we not talking about Russia collusion anymore? Because there was nothing there. Nothing there. Now we got Fannie Willis, who's been exposed as corrupt. Where's Jack Smith? I haven't heard much from Jack Smith lately. What about, what's his name? Alvin Bragg. What's going on with Alvin Bragg these days? Where are all these corrupt weirdos at that has been tasked with taking Trump down? Where are they? It was meant, I believe it was meant to distract and also to manipulate the American people and their opinion of Donald Trump. And it has completely backfired to the point where now they don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to talk about it. That's really what I think.
Targets for collection of and misinformation. Britain's government commission's headquarters intelligence apparatus was making contacts with Trump's associates as early as March 2016. They were
man, look at here. 1999, feeling pretty down. Lost one dog last week to cancer. Lost one today, got ran over. Keep up the good work. Bro, I am so sorry to hear that. Dogs are family, man. Like I said, I lost one not too long ago, and it kicked my ass. And it's still, I think about him every day. Dogs are family. So hopefully we can keep you entertained here. Hopefully the snake pit can keep you entertained. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. So RIP, dogs are family. Dogs are the best. And I feel your pain on that, brother. So sorry to hear that.
Making contacts and bumping Trump people going back to 2016, a source told the outlet. They were sending people around the UK, Australia, and Italy, and Mossad in Italy. MI16 was working with an intelligence school that they had set up. They were wiretapping, and they were trying to get Donald Trump on the phone through second-tier wiretapping. And the way that it works is if you are an intel agent, if you are the source that the intelligence agencies are going after, then any person that you're talking with or any person that you're texting with suddenly gets entrapped inside of sort of the cone of their surveillance of you. So, of course,
it's insane, dude. Like, this is what... the fact that, again... I live in the real world, okay? I don't live in a world where I think anyone's perfect. I think everybody has flaws because everyone does have flaws. That's just, and my whole thing is the more that someone projects that, like, the more I see people on social media projecting how great their life is, the more that it probably is chaotic. You know what I mean? Like taking the perfect picture, showing that they're going here, showing that they're going there, like, I always have like, that person's probably got a lot of things going on that they're trying to make it seem like it's not going on. You know what I mean? Everybody has shit going on. Everybody. Okay. There's nobody that's immune to that. But the fact that they've been after Trump and anybody connected to him for so long and they can't find anything is unbelievable. It almost like the Alex Jones thing where they like had all of his phone text messages and all that, which I was thinking to myself, I was like, am I part of that? Because I did text with Alex. I was like, am I a part of that? But yeah, I mean, everybody has bullshit and they can't find anything that sticks to Trump because he's not a bad guy.
They were going after all of Donald Trump's. They did this in a kind of clumsy, but also kind of smart way. They went after all these people that were talking with Trump, knowing that Donald Trump was going to call and text all these people so they could actually spy on Trump, which is actually what they were doing. This was an intel operation that was being run in order to service the Hillary Clinton campaign. They were quite literally spying on behalf of the Hillary Clinton campaign. That was the actual function of this. So every time somebody texted Trump or talked with Trump or spoke with the Trump inner circle, they were able to then harvest and gather Donald Trump himself.
It's insane. It's insane.
Intelligence related to the alleged surveillance effort is housed in a 10-inch binder, according to the outlet, which Trump ordered to be declassified at the end of his presidency and could contain evidence that multiple U.S. intelligence officials broke laws, spying, and election interference. My God. The whereabouts of the binder is unknown. The Trump campaign and the CIA did not respond to the request to comment. Do you see? Are your eyes open? Do you see why they had to raid Melania's closet? Understand that these people have no interest in Melania's unmentionables. They don't care. Okay? They've seen enough cross-dressing. J. Edgar Hoover used to be their boss, right? Amazing how these people are so obsessed with other people's fetishes when they themselves are such duplicitous, despicable creatures.
Yes.
Go look at, I mean, that's not a slight. Go look at J. Edgar Hoover. Go look at like the reporting. Go look at the guy's life. He was in charge for like 50 years of the FBI, and they named a building after him. He's the guy who was behind the MLK assassin, like MLK suicide letters, and they name a building after him.
Think about all the stuff that we're seeing right now. Shout out to Benny Johnson. I guess if you have not subscribed to Benny, please do that. There's a Eric with the link to his channel. But yeah, I mean, again, man, like look where we are now. Okay, so if you go back to 2019, all right, let's think about all the horrible things that they said about Donald Trump in 2019. All right, and then look how much he's been proven right on in just a few years when the Democrats are in power. And they've indicted Trump 4 times. Look how many things that they've pinned on him. They can't, and then nothing sticks, nothing. Can you imagine in the next 5 or 10 years? And again, the way history, again, this is why I question everything. Everything I've ever been taught, everything in school, everything I ever learned, I question everything now because I'm looking at where we are now. And you look at the legacy media, you look at the school system, you look at all of that. Because when I was growing up and I'm in school, the schools were just telling me that things happen a certain way. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm just a kid. Of course. Yeah, that's how it happened because the school's telling me it happened. Buck that. I don't believe anything now. I don't believe any of it. Because look at what we're dealing with right now. We're told that men can get pregnant. That's what we're told. That's what we're told. That's what they're teaching kids in school right now. Do you think that just now, do you think suddenly in 2024 is the first time that school systems have been corrupt? Do you think that? Because I promise you it ain't. Do you think this is the first time the system's ever been corrupt? That the media, this is the first time? No, not at all. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So I look back on everything I was taught and I'm going, yeah, I don't know if I believe any of this shit anymore. any of it. I just don't believe any of it. And that right now is what we're seeing with our country, you know, and our society and our culture and everything, you know, and we can only take it. We can take it from where we're at now. I mean, did you see the thing for Bob Iger the other day? I know many of you probably saw it. I'll show it to you again because I think it's incredibly telling. It's incredibly telling because right here with what happened with Bob Iger and the interview that the audio that was released, like this is the company that is behind providing the entertainment that your children are watching or were watching. This type of mindset right here. This guy is a piece of shit. Bob Iger is a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, Bob has talked about this eloquently since he's become CEO. I'll say a couple of things about it. You know, we've tended to shy away from politics.
If the audio is low, I apologize. That's as high as I can get it.
You know, we've tended to shy away from politics, and in doing so, I think we've shied away from talking about issues that aren't political at all, like the issues that we're talking about today, because we believe in doing so. Maybe it looks like we're taking a stand. Well, in that reality, we should be taking a stand. By the way,
just so you all know, this is only a few days after January 6th that he's talking to his employees. This is Bob Iger, Disney CEO. I think he was not the CEO at the time. I think this is after he had stepped down. But again, just like little Barry Obama, who's pulling the strings from behind the scenes, Bob Iger was never not in charge of the Disney company. But this was a few days after January 6th.
I take responsibility for this. I was CEO for 15 years. And so I managed the company's public-facing processes and how we were portraying ourselves. And I think that we have to be less cautious, as Bob, I think, was just alluding to, about such things and not be concerned, like just commenting about what happened in Washington last week. That's not political on our part at all. We know that what we saw was fundamentally wrong.
That's him talking about January 6th. He's saying that the Disney company should be commenting and telling you that January 6th was terrible and that it's not political. On what planet is commenting on January 6th not political? Please tell me on what planet. He's saying that for the company, the Walt Disney Company, to take a stand on January 6th and tell you how bad it was, that's not political, and they as a company should be doing that. This guy is a fucking clown.
And that it was rooted in hatred and disrespect and contempt and intolerance. And we should feel free as a company to comment about that without retribution. And another thing I want to say that I've learned these last 9 to 12 months is, I'm very proud of a lot of the work we've done in terms of diversity and inclusion on screen. When we did Coco, for instance, at Pixar, a great example of that, or Tiana, or of course, Black Panther is one of the great examples of that. I allowed those things to make me feel a bit complacent in a sense. It's not that I wanted to be that way, but I thought, wow, we did Black Panther. How great are we?
We did Black Panther. How great are we? I want you to remember that comment right there from Bob Iger on the next video that I play. This man said, we put black people in a movie. How great are we? Holy shit, dude. This man thinks that the first time black people were in a movie was Black Panther. Hey, black people. Hey, black people, guess what? I'm going to put you in a movie, black people, and you're going to appreciate me. You're going to appreciate me. You're going to do whatever I think you need to do. I'm going to be your boss from now on, black people. Hey, black people, how great am I? Holy shit.
And it caused me to not focus as much as I should have on the culture of the company and the environment, and in the voices that were telling those stories, as opposed to just how they were being portrayed on the screen.
That's unbelievable. But oh wait, there's more. Not necessarily from Bob, okay? And I saw Hayden, my boy Hayden, dropped a big 50, but not necessarily from Bob, okay? Just give me just a minute. I got to pull this one up, okay? Because this is the most insane thing. And I know for you that watch me on Geeks and Gamers, I know you've already seen it, but I can't wait to show it. Let's see. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, if you're here, you're probably on a list. I've got almost no doubt that Disney has told the feds about the 199 MAGA cult. We got confirmation that Disney knows about Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic. Hello to all the glorious watching. Yes. So listen, Gina Carano point blank told me that Disney told her to unfollow Geeks and Gamers. But all these people like, oh, they don't know who you are. Yes, they do. Harley Dave says, D-Day, bro, honest question. How gay are you actually? If you can't handle the fig, then why are you a fig? Fuck this society. I'm getting ready to throw down. Well, don't throw down. Don't do that. That'll only get you in trouble. I appreciate the super chat, though. Hey, Dwayne, as a follow-up to my last super chat, for those asking, there were a couple of Twitter accounts that a certain woman who was unceremoniously fired from Disney was told she wasn't allowed to follow. She was asked to unfollow Geeks and Gamers Nerdrotic, I heard. Hey, but they don't know who we are, guys. They're not worried about us, even though Warner Brothers point blank knows who we are, clearly. But the next thing here, now this is where Bob Iger's heading right here, okay? So you heard Bob Iger say, how great are we? We made Black Panther. We made Black Panther, guys. How great are we, black people? Hey, black people, how great are we? This story right here, I have never seen a more nothing has ever put it in perspective. The white savior mentality that these leftists have, okay? The white savior mentality. This is it right here. And it is awful.
Story you'll only see here on NBC 10 Boston. A migrant family from Haiti is sharing their experience. They're searching for shelter in the Boston area and then recently found a host home in Brookline. And now they're looking for jobs. As NBC 10's Aaron Logan reports, they say these last few weeks have been life-changing. And
it's been an emotional few weeks for Wildande Joseph and her husband. First, sleeping on the floor at Logan Airport, then in Children's Hospital with their 2-year-old daughter who got very sick. She felt bad, as any mother would. Now things are looking much brighter as they've been welcomed into Lisa Hillenbrand's Brookline apartment.
Tu niña es muy alegre ahora.
Sí. Muy alegre. Cuando se levanta en la mañana, se dice, ay, Lisa.
She says her daughter is very happy. When she wakes up in the morning, she says, hi, Lisa, and everyone starts the day smiling.
It's a delight, and it's really fun having them. What I realized is there's so much prejudice against refugees, mostly because people don't know them.
Lisa says she feels like she has her own personal chef, as Wildande loves cooking.
She has her own personal chef, everybody. She has her own personal chef. She's invited a black family into her house, and she's making them cook for her. All right? Do you want to see? This is the white face of white supremacy right here. All right? This is the white face of white supremacy right here. Holy crap.
Everyone starts the day smiling.
It's a delight. And
everyone starts the day smiling. What was that movie? What was that movie a few years ago that was Get Out? What was that? Get Out? Is that the name of it? This is a real life version of Get Out right here. I think that was the name of it. Am I right about that, chat? Get Out. Yeah, this is it right here. This is Get Out. All right.
It's a delight. And it's really fun having them. What I realized is there's so much prejudice against refugees, mostly because people don't know them.
Lisa says she feels like she has her own personal chef, as Wildande loves cooking.
¿Te gusta la ocupación?
Sí.
In fact, her goal is to open up her own restaurant.
Quiero tener mi propio restaurante.
The couple has their work permits and they've been taking English classes.
Yo cualquier trabajo va a hacer para guardar mi dinero para hacer mi futuro.
They're open to work anywhere to save money for their future. In the meantime, they're
Somebody said that black family's in big trouble. LOL. Yes.
enjoying their time with Lisa, their new friend for life, and their daughter's new grandmother.
Se abuela mi niña. Sí.
Bro, as soon as the cameras leave, that white lady starts cussing, throwing shit, calling them the N-word. Like, that white lady goes evil, bro. As soon as the cameras leave, that white lady starts going ham.
They are hardworking. They want to learn. They want to be successful. And I feel great helping. And I get to.
They're not retarded. Why are you talking about them like they can, if they can put one foot in front of the other, they can step and they can learn to talk and they can drive when they're trained and they can do a lot of things. They're not retarded. Oh my God. Like, listen how she's talking about them.
Se abuela mi niña. Sí, sí.
They are hardworking. They want to learn. They want to be successful. And I feel great helping. And I get to understand the refugee crisis from the inside.
Lisa says she's so impressed by the number of people she's met right here at Brookline town hall meetings who've been stepping up and hosting families. She's hopeful more will do the same in the coming days and weeks.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. What a story. What a story. Speaking of stories, look what we got here. Doug B for a $204 Rumble rant. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 199 plus 5, my IOU from last week. The reason Biden said no questions was so his team can cherry pick which get answered and how they get answered. Hail to all the Snake Pit, Rumble, Kick, and Commie Tube. Let's freaking go, Dougie B. You mad lad, Dougie B. Look at that Rumble chat. Look at that Rumble chat. They're getting hyped over there. They're getting hyped over there. My boy, Munchie Ninja. Munchie Ninja. Okay. We've had a few issues saying that name. Okay. I might have borrowed a word from the lady we were just watching, accidentally, of course, but I would never, it's not like I've never said that word before. It's the first time I've ever said it when I accidentally said it in the super chat. It's the first time, guys. Okay. It's the first time. Never said it before. Never said it. Munchie Ninja. As soon as the cameras leave, she breaks out a whip. Dude, we got to recreate that, man. As soon as the cameras leave. Holy crap. I swear. What a weird story that is, man. But yes, that would be Bob Iger. Like, that's going to be Bob Iger. And again, Bob Iger talking about how proud he is of Black Panther. Like, this is the problem with identity politics. Now, Chadwick Boseman, passed away, all right? Tragically. And honestly, when you heard about, the fact that he passed away, but we didn't, no one really knew what was going on with him. Again, man, just I gained, not that I didn't have respect for him, but, when you heard that this man was going through this and he was such a big star, and he didn't want anyone to know about this, and he was fighting and he didn't look for any type of media coverage. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And so, when you heard about that, it's like, I can almost certainly guarantee that Chadwick would want the Black Panther character to continue on. You know what I mean? He would want the character to continue on. He didn't invent the character Black Panther. But Bob Iger and Disney decided because the actor passed away, suddenly you have to kill the character? That makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's mind-boggling. But it shows such a lack of respect. Such a lack of respect. Because people like Bob Iger and people like that weirdo lady, like, again, why would you bring cameras into your home to cover that you're helping someone? Like, what's the point of that? It just shows that you're not doing it for the right reasons. You know what I mean? But yeah, what a disaster. But yeah, Bob Iger, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about anyone, much less black people, but he certainly doesn't care about just no one in general, but certainly not black people. And the more he's trying to tell you that he cares about them, that ties into everything that we have seen and everything we have learned and all the propaganda. It's all meant to distort our reality of what's going on. And so many people have been told that Donald Trump is a terrible person. Everyone's, been told that. He clearly isn't. And the proof is in the pudding right there. Again, is Donald Trump a perfect person? No. Does anyone expect him to be? No. Why does nothing stick that they throw at him? Because he's always presented himself. I don't want to say he's presented himself as a flawed person. He's presented himself as a real person. And real people are flawed because everyone is flawed. Yet you have all these Hollywood nut jobs always on social media trying to project and make you believe that they're perfect. And everything they do is perfect, and every decision they make is perfect, and their life is perfect, and they've never had any problems whatsoever. Donald Trump has never projected that. Donald Trump has always projected, I'm rich, I like hot women, I like to make a lot of money, I like to brag about all the things I've accomplished. That's what Donald Trump is. It's just like, with the Vince McMahon stuff, like when that whole stuff thing came out, was I surprised that Vince McMahon did some freaky stuff? No. Do I question if Vince McMahon did illegal stuff? Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying I do question if it was illegal, if it was against anyone's will. Because Vince McMahon, I don't doubt for a second Vince McMahon did some freaky stuff, okay? I don't doubt that at all. Ghost Crusaders TV says they will never get rid of them now. If they have a problem, she is stuck forever. She is a buffoon. Yeah, man. Again, there's so many people, like, it. I see it everywhere I go, every day. Now, I do think that I would be careful with it, so I'm not saying to go out there and do anything, but there's a homeless problem in this country. I also think that there's a poser problem in this country. I think there's a lot of people that pretend that they are homeless so they can get handouts, and they probably make more money than I do. But there is legitimate people out there that are homeless. There's mental issues out there that need to be addressed. That is a fact. This crazy bitch in wherever she's at, Boston, is bringing illegals in her home when there's Americans that could use the help. But it doesn't, you don't get the virtue signal if you bring a disabled veteran into your home, a disabled veteran, a white male, to bring him into your home, a guy that, fought for your freedoms and fought for your country, and his country's kind of left him behind. You don't get any virtue signaling points for that. So you don't do that. But oh boy, you could bring some migrants into your house, and you can bring the cameras in, and you could pretend that you care about black people suddenly. And the media is going to cover that. Would the piece of shit media cover it if you brought a disabled veteran into your home and helped them? No. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. So again, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. That's simple. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. Man, we've had a good night tonight, and the party's just getting started, baby. Ghost Crusader says squatter right now laws in New York City, 2 years rent-free. It will take 2 years to get them out of her house, but that's Boston, which probably adopted similar laws as New York City. Yeah, I mean, it's white liberals are the problem. All right, white leftists are the problem. They really are. They are awful. White leftists are awful. Doug B for 50 on Rumble. Did you hear YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are going to be merging? The new platform name will be YouTwitFace. YouTwitFace. I'd be okay with that. Doug B says, why do scuba divers always go backwards off the boat into the water. Doug B again, because they went forward, because if they went forward, they'd still be in the boat. God damn it, Doug. What the hell, Doug? How you doing, man? Good to see Dougie B. And everybody here. We got a great crowd on YouTube, got a great crowd on Rumble. Shout out to the Snake Pit. Appreciate all of you being here. 199 bags again in the pinned post. They're available for the next 2 weeks only, and then they're done. Also, I had a great phone call with a web developer for geeksandgamers.com. And essentially what I said was, Geeks and Gamers, we don't really have like a central location for like the community of the Geeks and Gamers 199, all of that. Like we have a lot of different, like we have the Discord, we have a Facebook group, we're all on Twitter. I want to create a central hub where the communication and the people can be there. We're going to revamp everything on the website. I have no idea what it's going to cost me. Probably a lot, but it's worth it if we can build a better experience for all of you. So I am going to be working on that right now. So yes, revamp. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take, but we are actively in the discussions to at least do some different things on the website. And I have a full plan of like everything, like even from content and everything. It's going to be a different game. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some money, but we are in the early development of that. And I'm looking forward to it. So, we have the forums, like seriously, all right. If you go to Google right now. I challenge you guys, go to Google and just do CNN memes. Just Google CNN memes. Okay. And look where Geeks and Game, look here. All right. So I just did CNN. Now, of course, it's going to be in my search history a little bit, but like share this tab right here. If I go to CNN memes, okay. CNN memes. Look where geeksandgamers.com ranks. CNN memes, we are on the front page. We are like let's see, we're the fifth result. Fifth result, Geeks and Gamers memes on the front page of Google. That is crazy. That's insane. And do you know how much traffic we've gotten from this? This goes to our forums. This goes to our forums over there. That's insane. That's SEO. And we've got a guy that works on the website with the SEO and stuff like that. So we're going to continue to try to build on that. But that is crazy. How many of you had the same answer? You're fifth on mind. It used to be first, Trim. You are correct. We used to be first. But yeah, it should be a lot. It should for everybody. If you just Google CNN memes, we should be one of the top results, which is fantastic. Clinton News Network. You're damn right. Now, fourth on mine, fifth on mine. Now that was created by just a viewer, just someone in the forums. We've had a lot of our forum topics rank on the first page of Google, shockingly enough. So if you create a topic, if it gets populated, we have a lot of the forum topics, and we're gonna revamp the forum and everything, profiles, all of that. So we are working on that. So that is in the works. I appreciate you guys' patience on all of that. So thank you so much. Okay, so we've got Fear the Tardo for 10. No Jared Lee want Bo Ronald Gump, but Tardo, if erected, promise build Lego wall to keep out illegal beagle imminence. Will super glue Lego so no break. Help Tardo make America. Lock it in. Yay again. Holy shit. That was tough to get through. Munchie Ninja for 10 says Trump needs to go in and replace every director of every intelligence agency. Munchie X has spoken. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, brother. I agree with that completely. I agree completely. Mike C says, Jeremy, if you had someone at home to cook you some bomb-ass Haitian food, you'd host them too. You're not wrong. Hayden Wayne says, the town of Brookline, apparently figured out how to make slavery work in 2024. That lady looks at them as lesser beings. She said new friends for life. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's all it is. It's them looking at this and they're twisted, man. It's a twisted mentality. Like, that's how white liberals look at non-white people, as lesser beings than them. That is it. That is the truth. That's it. It's a fact. Let's see here. All right, where am I at? We've got Jared the American says, happy Ash Wednesday. What's everybody doing for Lent? You know, I saw that Jack Posobiec said he's going to stop being mean to people on Twitter for Lent. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he will. I don't think he can hold up. I don't think he can hold up on that one. Zinny Biscuit says, happy St. Valentine's Day. And Ash Wednesday, Saturday, I have to do Rite of the Election and meet the Archbishop of Richmond. And I'm very excited. That's awesome, Zinny Biscuit. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Let's see. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, if you use Brave browser built-in search engine without Google backing, and you search CNN memes, the first 6 are CNN, and then Geeks and Gamers is number 11. Dude, that's crazy. And again, that's the testament to all of you guys. Like, that had nothing to do with us. That was somebody going into the forums and posting. And that's amazing. It really is. So thank you guys. We are going to spend more time in the forums too as a team. Ryan Kennel has a small circumcised dick for $4.99. Says, hello, Jeremy. Putin said today that he prefers Biden over Trump to win the election. Shows how weak Biden is perceived to the world. Did Putin say that? Did Putin say that? That's interesting. I did not hear that. That makes sense. That makes 100% sense. Of course, Putin prefers Biden. Of course he does. Sophie says, hail, saw my DM. Did you watch the vid? 199, bruh. Not yet, Sophie. But I did respond to you. Sophie's going to be mad at me. Michael Dark Clunkin for a 99-cent super chat. Jesus. Spider Unlimited says, just walked in from Trump's rally in Charleston. What a night. He's on fire, and we the people are with him. He's got all the momentum. All right? He's got all the momentum. Let's see. Somebody says, Jeremy, wipe that booger. I don't have a booger. There's a little, I've got like a little zit looking thing right here though. So, no boogers. I pick my nose pretty often, so no boogers for me. Mick Hawk says, roses are red. So this, roses are red. So is this wine girl. You're stone cold stunning. And that's the bottom line. Durag Vince says, by the way, Jeremy, you were wrong today about me and Headland. You do think her face ended, how do you think her face ended up like that? She's reached the 33-degree level of the kiss my ass club. Damn it, Durag Vince. Lord Botha says, Ginger gave Dana White some Josh Brolin energy. That was such a weird dynamic. The way he looked at him and everything, it was really weird. Jared Armstrong says, look at the video where a cop unloaded a mag because he thought he heard shots fired, but it was an acorn. Really? That's kind of scary, actually. Jake CB says, Brennan was head of the CIA, not the FBI. Brocatron says, Brennan isn't unlikable. He's a commie. That's worse. Your Barmy says, only thing investigators revealed is 6'3", 215, baby. That's right. Lord Botha says Joe Biden is in control of the U.S. like Destiny had control of his wife. Oh, by the way, I got to talk about this Destiny craziness. There was some Destiny craziness the other day. Let me see if I can find that. This was a wild story. So Destiny and Phil Labonte from Timcast had like this weird interaction. It's a very weird interaction. Now, I don't know much. Like I only know what I hear from Destiny. Okay. Like I only know, like, I've never watched Destiny or anything like that, but like right here. So this is a weird interaction. Okay. So let me right there. Okay. So right here. This is a wild story. So Phil right here says Destiny is the only person that was a guest on Timcast that was not polite and friendly when I met them. Destiny responds, laughing my ass off. What? Have I ever even met you before? I've been friendly with literally every single person I've met on that show in person. I've shot hoops with people who were on the show. I even did a spontaneous show with another guy, Seamus, while I went on one time. All right. Now, Phil responds, And by the way, I like Phil. We follow each other on Twitter. I like Phil. He's a cool guy. He says, yeah, I would expect you to remember. You weren't overtly rude or anything. You were on the couch in the green room. I came up, smiled, introduced myself, and put my hand out to shake your hand. You looked up from your phone and said, oh, hi, and shook my hand a little dismissively and looked back at your phone. I didn't say you insulted me, just that you weren't friendly. And then he responds, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. There's another one here that went with it. Trying to find it. Give me just a second. There's another Destiny response that's just absolutely nuts. Okay. It's nuts. So Destiny responded to that comment from Phil, and it's wild. Okay. Here it is right here. He says, this response pisses me off more than if I were just randomly rude to you. Holy shit. Warning. This is the most diva post of mine you will literally ever read in your entire life. You've been warned, with a smiley face. What? I don't understand. Okay. So from industry lingo, for anything that revolves talent or fans, green rooms is usually a place where talent can rest or chill in order to either get ready for an event. Okay, first of all, this is fucking nonsense. You're not talent, bro. You're a fucking dude, all right? Just like me, you're a dude. You're not talent, all right? You're not talent. It's just crazy, all right? You're not talent. You're just a guy with some opinions, just like me, just like anybody else. All right? You're not like you're not Tom Cruise, okay? You're not Tom Cruise. So anyway, green rooms are usually places where talent can rest or chill, or in order to either get ready for an event, blah, 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 or relax after doing a show event. In my industry, it's most to insulate you from fans who want pictures or from random people who want to chat or solicit something from you. You're not a talent. You're not a movie star. You're just a fucking asshole on the social media like me. This is why when I go to, we just did meetups. I was surrounded by hundreds of people the whole fucking night. Come up to me, talk to me, shake my hand, ask me how I'm doing, ask for a picture, ask for whatever you want. I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude on the internet. Okay. If talent is in the green room and they're on their phone, common courtesy would be not to walk up to that person and start conversation. If you weren't even on the show or working with the production crew for that episode, you wouldn't even really be in there at all. In fact, it's literally one of the most annoying fucking things to have to deal with. People are in green rooms there to insulate themselves from people like you. You are an actual talent terrorist. He said talent terrorist. Phil is a fucking bigger star than you, Destiny. Phil is a bigger star than you. He's actually talented. He's actually a musician. He called him a talent terrorist. Holy shit. Oh my God. You are an actual talent terrorist. Holy shit. Every single performer's nightmare, bro. That some fucking rando would approach you in a green room, expect you to put on a fucking show for them and chat them up, and then have the audacity to complain afterwards if they weren't happy with the interaction. Oh my God. If someone complained to me that they approached talent in a green room and tried to introduce themselves, the talent completely blew them off. I'd probably tell them, hey, dude, they are literally in that room so they could focus on the upcoming show or relaxing after a show they were just on. You are approaching them in the worst way possible. You are literally attention raping them. Stop. Oh my God. This is amazing. Again, for people that watch Destiny, because I don't, could this be a troll or not? Like, could this be a troll? Because it doesn't sound like a troll. It doesn't sound like a troll. If I was on my phone, I could have been managing social media, retweeting links for the show as per the host's request, or linking so my fans can find me, scheduling next day events via email, scheduling same day travel to catch a flight, researching or reading something for the upcoming show, or literally a million other things that could be occupying my time. Holy shit. The fact that you are complaining publicly about approaching me in a green room as a fucking fan, and still I shook your hand and said hello to you, is actually fucking insane to me. If you want pictures, find me outside of the green room after a show. Otherwise, seriously, fuck off. Holy shit. This is amazing. Phil said, I'm not a fan of yours, Destiny. I was being polite so you can, I was being polite. I'm on Timcast regularly, I promise. If I passed you on the street, I wouldn't notice you. Holy fuck, you're 10 times worse than I thought you were. There's Malcolm. Destiny, I don't think he was a fan, but someone who was just trying to make you feel at home at his place of business. Complete and total misread of the situation. Yeah, man, that is wild. That is wild. So yeah, I had to talk about that interaction, man. That was a wild, wild, wild tweet. I was like, again, I don't know Destiny well enough to know. So it's like, you know, is he for real? Is this for real? And again, this is where like the when you are a YouTuber, you have to remember where you came from. And when you forget it, then that's where you start to lose everything. I am just a fucking YouTuber. I am nothing special. I'm never going to be anything special. I'm just a dude on the internet. If you see me in public, come talk to me. Shake my hand. Ask me anything. It's all good. I'm just another dude. All right. And the fact that Destiny took this insane approach is mind blowing to me. Like, this is mind blowing. I can't believe this, but yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. That was a wild interaction. But like I said, I do like Phil. I've never spoken with Phil, but I do like Phil. Obviously, like, well, like all that remains, like, again, so hang on. How many albums is All That Remains sold? Albums sold. Let's see. Let's see. Or I guess Spotify is a better way to look at it, right? Spotify, maybe. Spotify listeners. Is that because I guess album sales don't matter. Anyway, All That Remains is this band, and they're not like I'm not saying it's the biggest band in the fucking world, but All That Remains is pretty successful. Okay, he's pretty successful. I don't really know how to look this shit up anymore, but let's see. All That Remains on Spotify. How many monthly listeners? How do you look that shit up? You have 2 million monthly listeners. They have 2 million monthly listeners. Are you kidding me? And Destiny's like, you're a talent terrorist. Holy crap, man. God, that's wild. But anyway, it is what it is. So what a disaster that was. That was a wild story. Shout out to Phil Labonte, though. Johnny the Wizkid says, hoping to give y'all that above average sweet, or hoping to give y'all that sweet above average love. Yeah, I remember that one from last year. Southeastern Kaiju says, don't be afraid to see what you see, Reagan. Fantastic vs. Knox says, Iger isn't a piece of ish. He's a pile of ish. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Still got a great audience here, so thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We've had a great show tonight. It's been a fun one. It's been a really good one. Good content heavy show. And I know a lot of people enjoy that aspect of it. Filthy Gaijin says, I hope Disney goes down. If it does, then Disneyland should be repurposed as a huge paintball battleground. That would be cool, but I don't see that happening. What I do see happening is I see that the Disney company, like, again, so I don't know if you guys saw this. There was this Bob Iger video where Bob Iger's essentially begging people to not let Nelson Peltz on the board. He's freaking out. It was a wild video. Sounds kind of racist if I'm being honest, but this video from Bob Iger, I don't think you're never going to see Disney completely go under, but you could have a hostile takeover. So right here, listen, like you got to listen to this. This is amazing.
I'm Bob Iger, CEO of the Walt Disney Company. Ahead of our upcoming annual meeting, I wanted to update you about the company's significant recent achievements and share why your vote this year is so important to Disney's future. It has been a busy and challenging time since I returned to the company, but we've made significant progress, and I'm enormously optimistic about our future. Over the past year, we've assembled a new team of experienced leaders, and we've created a much more efficient and highly effective company structure. The steps we've taken to propel Disney into a new era of growth are paying off, as evidenced by our recent earnings performance and the new growth initiatives underway to build our businesses. The team and I have a responsibility to ensure that Disney is one of the most admired companies in the world. This is one of our biggest priorities. We also want to return to a place where we're consistently delivering shareholder value.
Fuck off with that. But again, this is going somewhere, so just wait. Just wait. Oh, Bob Iger is scared to death right now.
We've already taken steps in that direction by declaring a second higher dividend and by initiating a $3 billion stock buyback program. All of this takes a lot of work and a laser-like focus on the task at hand, which is why the major distractions we're facing from
major distractions. See, this is where it becomes good. Okay. This is where it becomes really good.
Why the major distractions we're facing from activist investors are exactly what we don't need. I'm urging you to vote for the Disney Board's recommended slate of nominees on the white proxy card, and not to vote for the nominees presented by these activist hedge funds. You have the power to make sure we are able to continue the activist hedge funds.
See this? You see this? He's telling you who to vote for and who not to vote for. It's right there. He's telling you. And Nelson Peltz is right there. Nelson Peltz is right there. He is terrified of that. And trust me, there's more to that story. Okay. We're going to get into it, but let's listen to Bob again. Dude is nervous. Okay. Dude is nervous.
Funds. You have the power to make sure we are able to continue our momentum from the past year and ensure the success of the Walt Disney Company as the world's leading and most beloved entertainment company. The leadership team at our company is experienced and highly motivated. We're proud of what we've accomplished. We have a clear vision for the future, and we're optimistic about it. Our goals are to improve the quality of the films we produce, to transition ESPN into a preeminent digital sports platform, to turn streaming into a significant growth business with increased reach and strong margins, and to turbocharge growth in our experiences business. All of these goals are achievable. We've already made meaningful progress with each of them. The opportunities before us are very exciting. We know that we have the strategy, the talent, the resources, and the determination to be successful. Thank you for your continued support, and I urge you to vote on the white proxy card in support of Disney director nominees.
Vote white. Bob Iger 2024. Vote white. But, it gets better, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It gets better. All right? Give me just a second here. Switch over there. So who exactly is he so scared of? Oh, it's right here. Disney board fight. Activist investor Nelson Peltz move to enlist the support of Elon Musk. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Elon Musk. That's right. And why are they so scared? Because Elon might be getting involved very soon. All right. And this is why Bob Iger is so scared. He's terrified, as he should be. Now, there was a comment here made by Elon Musk, if I can find it. Right here it is. So this right here. So this was Elon at an event with Nelson Peltz. Nelson Peltz is standing behind Elon Musk, and this is what he said.
Why the bomber jacket? Honestly, I just pulled this out of my closet. So it looks really, you look like a pilot. Thanks. So I'm a pilot. Oh, looking cool. So what brings you to the Lola carpet? I'm just here with friends. Thinking about companies to acquire. Whoa.
Just here with friends, thinking about companies to acquire. Just here with friends, thinking about companies to acquire. So that's why Bob Iger is really, really worried about what's going to happen. And again, what's his plan? I don't know. Elon is a madman, and he's definitely a madman. So we'll see what happens. But Bob Iger's very nervous. He's very, very nervous. Doug B says, I think Iger might have Biden's Biden his pants. You think Iger might have Bidened his pants? So that's the latest on it right there. A lot, dude. 2024 has not disappointed. 2024 has not disappointed at all. Veronid 9 for 10 says, remember Iger wanted to run for president. Just think of him in the White House pushing his ESG on the world with governmental power behind him. Absolutely. Bob Iger definitely wanted to run for president. I feel like that window might have passed. I feel like that window has passed for him, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Replicate Patriot gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you so much. Fantastic Mr. Knox gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. Ace of Base gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. Luke Voss says 10 months as a free member. Best chat around. Hail the 199. By the way, I love the backpack. I use it every day. If you're on the fence, just get one. Absolutely. Love hearing that. If you're on the fence on the backpacks, just get one. Just get one. That's what it's all about. So I do hope that you guys are enjoying the backpacks, and I hope we sell through a few more of them. I don't expect to sell a ton of them for this next run, but if we can move a few, that would be great. And it'll be the last time they're available. The next time that the bags are available, it will be a different iteration of it, but I'm really proud of this one. It'll be a while. Hopefully the hats will be on sale by Friday. So we will keep you guys posted on all of that. But thank you guys for everybody that's went out there and supported. Pinned post on YouTube, and it's over on Rumble as well. So if you want to click that link and check it out, you can do that. Let's see. Gunny Slate says that's Ginger Billy. Absolutely. Vault 95 over on Rumble says it's nuts. Bill Clinton, a pres for 30 years ago, is still younger than Joe Brandon. Like, bro. Actually, I haven't thought about that. How old's Bill Clinton? I've actually never thought about that. Wow. That's crazy. Let me know. How old is Bill Clinton? I've never thought about that. Mod Eric says Nixon resigned for a cover-up. He did not know about spying on a campaign at the Dems building, not for planning it. Yep. He's 7. So he's young. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. Vault 95 says, Jeremy, let's see. You want to question history? Watch the movie T-34 2018 and observe the Russian POW outfits. Then remember the Allies were bombing German industry food processing plants daily for 3 years. Mod Eric says, only good reason, no kick tonight, no Jeremy in HD. PJ says, I tried to be politically correct once. Worst 2 minutes of my life. Tom McDonald shirt. I bought it immediately. LOL. I respect that. Bill Dozer says, Phil Labonte is firstly the lead singer of All That Remains. Huge metalcore band. Destiny isn't even a wet match in a dark cave to fill. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dougie Beef 25 says, imagine the captain of the Titanic giving a speech like this as it sinks. And that's exactly That's exactly what Bob Iger is doing right now. It's exactly what he's doing. Ministry of Wrong Thing says, Black Panther woke con job forever. Forever. Bobby Lachey says, Bob Iger, hello to my fellow blacks. Renee's Rambling says, apologies for not being around much. My mom's health has failed and she is now in hospice. Only a matter of time. I am so sorry to hear that, Renee's Ramblings. I've noticed you haven't been around a while. You always hope it's for a better reason than that. So that's clearly awful. So I'm super, super sorry to hear that. Do apologize. Prayers in the chat. Thoughts and prayers are good vibes, whatever works for you. The snake pit has your back. So I'm so sorry, Renee's Ramblings. Sorry to hear that. That is terrible. But we got your back around here. Never alone when you got the snake pit. Do-Rag Vince says, Bob cares about black people like I care about the mental health of my family. Yeesh. The Tactician Musician says, thought experiment. If the Death Note existed and the person in the White House had sole access to it, could anyone be trusted in the White House? No. No. Dude, for those who have not seen Death Note is phenomenal. There was a moment in Death Note about 3/4 of the way through. There's like a big moment, and that's where it kind of divides people. And at first, I didn't like that decision creatively, but after I got done with the series, I got thinking about it more, and I did actually like it. I think Death Note is perfect storytelling. I just think it's fantastic. It really is. It really is amazing. Jay is scheduled says Chikes News Network. Booker T says after Don wins, he gonna do a Trump-a-rooney. A Trump-a-rooney. Let's see. Corporal Orva, let's see. Oro Love says, I'm calling Ryan a talent terrorist tomorrow. You should. Steel Leg of History says, Jeremy just tagged you on X about a bill on pedos. Noted. I'll look at it. Allah Iger, the talent terrorist, says, praise Allah. Mick Hawk says, never forget that time after Reagan got shot and almost died and did a speech and balloon pooped. And his response was, you missed. Yep. Chad energy right there. Greg Kirby gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. Legalize adulthood in the house. Says Bob Iger is scared shitless. Yes, he is. Eric says, holy crap, 6 months of people being gifted memberships. Here's my message. Jeremy, take it and let me attention ripe you, says Eric. That's not Eric, the mod. Let's see. Archer Blade says, Destiny got cucked, divorced, and broken, just like Hunter Avalon. With Jack Murphy, he now have a cuck trinity. Yeah, again, I don't watch Destiny, and Hunter Avalon is another one. Like, I never paid attention to that guy. And then I knew he was kind of like a big conservative influencer years ago. And then he apparently got TDS or something. And then he criticized me and he begged me to, I guess he wanted to do a show with me, Hunter Avalon, whatever his fucking name is. And I'm like, I no, like, I don't care to talk to you. Like, I don't do the YouTuber, like, thing like that where it's like, let's have some argument, and you're like, no, not my thing. Nothing wrong with it, just not my thing. Jonathan Brewer says, did we have a baby? What should we call it? 199. Breyer says, the commies have been here since at least the Russian Revolution, so around 1917. Old Renaissance nerd, Jeremy, be happy. You might be a fig, but you're not a POS like Iger. LOL. Momentum. So dropping like a stone. Momentum. LOL. Trump 2024. Hail the 199. Thank you. Max Scott says Bill Clinton is not 199. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that I would not. If Bill Clinton wanted to be part of the 199, I would disrespectfully decline. Hang on. See this. Let's see. Trying to do this in the private chat. Read the private chat, guys. Let's see. And bam. All right. So our Eric K. wants to know if we're doing a gaming stream. Not tonight. No gaming stream tonight. Not going to happen, unfortunately. But we are going to, I don't know. I don't think I have time to do a gaming stream tonight. I don't think I have time. I haven't done a lot of gaming lately, man. I don't know. Should I? I'm gonna let the chat decide. Should I? Damn it. No, I can't. I can't do a gaming stream tonight. I don't have time. Brocart. You want Brocart? Yeah, I haven't. Am I going to play Hell? I want to play Helldivers. I haven't bought it yet. Oh, got you, Hayden. I got you, Hayden. I got you. I have that pulled up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't refresh. So give me just a second. It takes forever for some reason with Streamlabs, but I have told Krista Nova to make sure we always have that connected. So I listened to Hayden Wayne. Okay, Hayden Wayne for 50 on Streamlabs. Says Jeremy, did you look up the Spicy Cat VTuber? Is it Kirsch, a Twitter thread where she does the deep dive into what Bridge is and how what ESG is morphing into? It's going to hit hard and still nobody is covering it. Just her. It's disappointing. Eric K, let me bring you in here because Eric K was supposed to look that. I think Eric K, I'm bringing you in for a minute. Eric K was going to look that up. Eric, are you here?
I'm here. What was I looking up?
It was this VTuber about this cat VTuber that Hayden talked about. This is a few weeks ago. It was a Twitter thread talking about what Bridge is and how the ESG is morphing into it. I think you looked it up, but you couldn't find it. Is that what you told? It was
yeah, I think that was it. Either that or I found it and I put it in the CobraCast and we never covered it. I'm not positive at
that's
this point.
That's the VTuber's name. It's in the private chat right there. If you can track that down, because I know you were looking for it, but I don't remember if we found it or what. But we were looking.
Oh yeah, I found that one.
You did? Okay. All right. Put that back in the chat for me.
Okay, I'll go back and look for it.
Okay, and then another 50 from Hayden Wayne. Says, yeah, we got the Twitter account. She's a VTuber that covered Bridge. There's a whole thread, but I don't have the Twitter and can't see it the way I should. You need to see this. Just follow what she did to cover it. Campbell's soup was what showed her. Okay, 100%. I will definitely. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, absolutely. So we were looking into that. So thank you so much. Why don't you have a Twitter, Hayden? Why the hell would you have a Twitter? Come on, bro. Get with it, bro. I know Hayden's real like picky on like his social media stuff, which I totally respect. But we got to get you. We got to get you on Twitter. We need you on Twitter. Absolutely need you on Twitter. So I will look into it and maybe I'll cover it on the next CobraCast. Maybe I'll do that if you guys want. We shall see. But I don't know if I'm going to go live or not. It's still kind of early, but I've got stuff I got to do. Bill Clinton. I like how you just said it. Bill Clinton is not 199. Eric K says Valentine's Day has no time meeting the boys for the gay cruise. Valentine's Day. Jeremy has no time meeting the boys for the gay cruise. Mick Hawk says, I told you like a month ago about that VTuber. You said you didn't, he didn't like guests and women on the show. He said he didn't like guests and women. Oh, you mean for me to bring him on? You said he didn't? I don't understand what you're saying right there. I personally don't like to do the guest stuff, but I do like to talk about whatever's going on. So if there's a good story out there that I can look into, I will absolutely look into that. Let's see here. AJ says, someone told me that Biden, what Biden is doing is legal, but I don't know what they're talking about. What Biden is doing is legal? Well, yeah, I mean, you got to be more specific about what they're talking about. Pretty much everything the Biden administration is doing is illegal. Whether it's, arresting their political opponents or allowing the country to be overrun by illegal immigration. There's just so many things. Let's see. Bro99. Bro, Madam Web is a major bomb, bro. Hail. Dude, Madam Web, I think I'm probably going to see that. They're saying it's awful. Like it's one of the worst things ever. And I got to see it for Friday Night Tights, unfortunately. Don't want to, but we've got Greg says, bro, Bill got 199 from Monica and Hillary aged 199. Oh my God. There was a weird video of what's the guy's name that runs Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg. And I guess he was trashing Apple. There was some kind of Apple thing, and everybody was making a big deal of it. I listened to it, but it's so hard to listen to Mark Zuckerberg talk. It's uncomfortable to listen to Mark Zuckerberg talk. I don't like listening to Mark Zuckerberg at all. He's very strange. By the way, we still need 220 likes for Sexy Back End. 220 likes for Sexy Back End. Will we make it? I mean, we've maintained over 2,000 viewers all night. We've actually, and over on Rumble, we've been at 400 at Rumble. I think at one point we were at 2,700 here on YouTube and 400 on Rumble. So that means we crossed well over 3,000 tonight. Let's freaking go. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person. He's a very weird lizard person, and he's very deranged. Wow. Now again, not complaining. Okay. Not complaining. Only 5 new members tonight, though. That's a low number for CobraCast, but it's okay because we're still rocking and rolling. But that's shocking. Shocking. Only 5 new members. He is a robot. Yes, he is. I guarantee you that that dude didn't he just build an underground bunker or something like that? Like, didn't he he built like an underground bunker in Hawaii, right? Am I right about that? Huh. Oh man, look at that. Legalize adulthood is being silenced. Legalize adulthood is being silenced. Look at this. Hang on. Gargle won't let me super. They are holding legalize adulthood back. They probably locked you out. They probably locked you out because you've been super chatting so much, bro. That's probably what they've done. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a safety precaution for people maybe that have, I don't know, that maybe they get drunk. I have enough drunk people super chatting me all the time. So they probably like lock people out after a certain point. I like Gargle. I like how you card it Gargle though. That's pretty good. Free legalize adulthood. Yes. Come on, free our boy. What's going on with that, man? Free legalize adulthood. Look at the check. Let's see. Where are we at? Anima Chains with the D-Day Cobra membership. You know what? It's a little, you know what? The people deserve it. The people deserve it, okay? And I get it. You guys do a lot. You guys do a lot to donate and support me, so I like to give back. So we're going to give back. We're giving back. Snake Pit, are you ready? I need to know you're ready, Snake Pit. Is the Snake Pit ready? Joshua Johnson dropping 5 gifties. Let's go. It says legalize adulthood is we're going to do this for legalize adulthood, okay? Here we go. For legalize adulthood. There we go. Wait for it. And legalize adulthood with 50 gifted memberships. Let's go. Legalize adulthood dropped 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, Legalize Adulthood. I do the same thing on Rumble right now if they had gifted memberships, by the way. I have not forgot about you, Rumble. I do the same thing over there if they had gifted memberships over there. I would. So, there we go. All right. So we got the chat going crazy. That's all we want. We like a crazy chat. That's what we like around here. But yeah, so no gaming stream tonight, unfortunately. I have work to do. I have videos to make. I have things to do. We still need 140 likes for Sexy Back In. Are we going to make it? We're 140 likes away. Can we get 140 out of this? If we can get 140, it's going to be Sexy Back In time. All right. Rumble, wake up. I know the Rumble audience. Yes, I'm actually making videos again, if you can believe that one, Lost Tales. This is why I have to stop gaming so much, so I can start making videos again. Because if we're going to start taking sponsors on Geeks and Gamers, I got to start making videos again. Why? Not because I'm doing sponsored videos. The sponsored stuff is going to be potentially for live streams. But like, heck yeah, legalize adulthood. I'll see you in Vegas, bro. None of the sponsor stuff will be for regular videos, but I want to start getting us back into the grind of growing the channel And the only way we can do that is to make videos, making Geeks and Gamers videos, making D-Day Cobra videos. So, yeah, that's why. So, all right, we are less than 100 likes away. We still need about 80 likes. We still need about 80 likes to get us there. Don't thank me for the membership. Thank Legalize Adulthood. I was covering my bro because he was tapped out. The Gargle held him down. Let's see. Steve Martin says Az is creeping up on the Geeks Gamer sub count. I don't really don't get me wrong. I mean, subs matter, but I don't think about subs like I used to when I only had the one channel. I look at the whole collection of everything we have going on. And so that's kind of been the focus for me. But I mean, obviously I want the channel to grow. I used to be really caught up on the sub count for Geeks and Gamers. And I even the only time I got caught up on the sub count on this channel is when I wanted to hit 100K. But now it's just about making sure the audience is happy. And then I do want to get back to making videos for this channel and for Geeks and Gamers, because that's how you grow. That's how you grow. Let's see here. Lucas C says Jeremy is the #1 super chatted YouTube channel. Who cares? Well, not #1. For one day on 2 different channels, yes, but not consistently. And I don't need to be consistently. The fact that we were even #1 for a short period of time is pretty insane, to be honest. That's one of the craziest things ever. I don't know what the update is right now. Let's see. I can look it up on a weekly basis. Let's see. Geeks and holy shit. Okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. I literally just looked this up for the first time. This is for the week. All right. Look at this. This is the most super chatted channels for the entire week. Okay. Here we go. Look where G&G and D-Day Cobra are 5th and 6th in the country. Holy shit. D-Day Cobra and Geeks and Gamers both are in the top 6. That's wild. And that's not including Rumble. That's not including Rumble. Holy shit. Okay, that is wild. I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that at all. So, yes, 5 and 6 in the entire country. Where about in the world? What do we rank in the world? Let's see. In the world. Worldwide for the week. In the world, there's the EVS. There's me. There's it. So 17th and 18th. 17th and 18th. So you got EVS right there, 15. You've got this football channel, Dr. Disrespect at 10. The fact that we have 2 fucking channels in the top 20 is fucking retarded. 2 in the top 20. And all these weeb jams. There's a Moist Critical right there. Who else do I know? I don't know these people. Why is Ethan not in the US though? Why does he not list in the US? That's weird. Why does he not show up in the US charts, but he shows up in the worldwide charts? Timcast 32. I can't believe we have 2 channels in the top 20 in the fucking world. That's wild. So anyway, there you go. There you go with that. Oh shit. I didn't mean to unshare that. Hang on. Right there. There we go. All right. So shout out to the Snake Pit. That's insane. And again, so that's why I don't get caught up in one thing or the other. It's a collection. I have 10 YouTube channels. I have 10 fucking YouTube channels. So Fable of Man for that sexy that sexy Valentine's back end. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Yeah, man, that's wild. But I appreciate you guys so freaking much. You're the best. And we still have not reached it. Are you guys making me sit here to not get me to sexy back end? Are you intentionally just not liking the video to get me a sexy back end? I respect it if that's what you're doing, but I'm ending the stream soon. We're less than less than 50 likes now. We need less than 50 likes. All right. Written word says there's a limit on donations supposedly to fight against money laundering. Well, there was a lot of weird channels. So like obviously with Playboard, if you go over there, like if you look at it, like Playboard is very like there's some weird channels showing up on Playboard. It was very strange. Some weird stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. John Kennedy says 199 backpack is working great for me at my job. 6'3", 215. Let's freaking go. Arclight says totally look into the 2 cops that fired at their car over an Acorn guy. 2 did tactical roles. LOL. No one was hurt. I will look into that. Culper becomes a member. Thank you. Dirk Mathers says Destiny sounds like a stripper name. EVS sounds like the brake system on my car. Greg Kirby says, bro, I coined Karen and Darren, but Darren didn't take off. And where are we at? We are at 1,500 likes. Sexy backend is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most important moments in the history of existence. I hope you all enjoy the moment that we're about to share together with Sexy Backend. All right. Sexy Backend is upon us. If I can figure out how this works. Okay. Are you guys ready? We're still over 2,000 viewers. Sexy Backend. Here we go. Boom. And that is 1,500 likes, 2,000 viewers, still $563 in chat revenue, 62 new members, and not to mention the mad lads over on Rumble. And again, if Rumble would give me a system to show this, I would do it. But I think Hailstorm and Jed have something figured out where we might have something to where we can do that. I don't know. I'm working on that, but I'll let you guys know. We're also looking at the whole like switching things up with OBS and things like that. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I do appreciate it. All the support here on all the platforms, whether it's, dude, I know we make a big deal about the YouTube stuff, but like at the end of the day, Rumble, my DA Cobra channel is, let me just see. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I got a way to show Sexy Backend on Rumble. I forgot about that. All right. Look at this. You want to see? Let's see. Do I have it? No. Well, it shows way too much. Let me see if I can. I don't want to give. There we go. Okay. Look at this. Look at the Rumble Sexy Backend. You want to see the Rumble Sexy Backend? You want to see this? See if we can show this. Here we go. Oh, Rumble. Look at that. That's the Rumble Sexy Backend. Damn. So if you want to add all of that together, that's the Rumble Sexy Backend, okay? Go fuck yourself, YouTube, okay? There we go. Now, we got that. Now, why do I do this? Because I appreciate you guys. I got nothing to hide. I want you guys to know how much. Again, all the stuff we're doing is just, we're trying to build Geeks and Gamers out. We're just trying to build the platform. We've got I swear to God, I do not make a lot of money. I reinvest as much as I possibly can. It's just the truth of the matter. All right. I reinvest as much as I can. I learned that from Mr. Beast. That if you reinvest, it will do you wonders. Okay. So I reinvest almost everything I make, whether it's through the bags, through YouTube ad revenue, Rumble, Streamlabs, all of that. It all goes back into it. Not in one day. No, that's like accumulation of probably this month. It's probably this month. And then Doug freaking B for 50 says Rumble, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Absolutely. Rumble is awesome. And again, we've been talking to Rumble for a while now. So, but yeah, that's the gist of it right there. I do appreciate it. Mr. Beast has sponsors though. Yes, he does. Mr. Beast has sponsors. That's something I've been really reluctant upon in the past, but with everything that happened at MegaCon, and the opportunities, there's decisions that have to be made as you evolve. There's just decisions that have to be made in business and everything like that. But our goal, like, look what we're doing in Vegas right now. Like, do you think we can't charge people to come to our meetups? Yes, we can. Are we? No, we're not. Now, can we do that forever? Probably not. Like, I don't know if we can maintain it forever. We're talking like hundreds and hundreds of people. And as I said, the Orlando meetup a few years ago cost me $20,000, and we didn't charge anybody for anything at that meetup. I didn't even sell much merch at that meetup, showing how retarded I am, but we had a great time. And then it was building stones for what we did this year in Orlando, which again was probably the single greatest weekend that we've ever had with Geeks and Gamers, with all the fans and us and the panel. So everything's going in the right direction. But yeah, I mean, there's just I'm very weird about this because I know how much I've criticized people like Tim Pool, and I've criticized other people for different things, and I'm very aware of that. And so that's why I try to be as transparent as I can about the decisions I'm making. I'm being as transparent as I possibly can. I mean, obviously there's some things behind the scenes that I can't reveal out of respect and just out of just being, you know, a smart businessman to the best of my ability. But I want the people to know that I'm trying my best to maintain the personality that we've always had. And there's decisions like being in business and being a serious business is a fucking nightmare, because there's things you have to do. There's things you're forced to do that you don't want to do. But it's necessary, just like the Reddit thing that happened a few weeks ago. I know that we have fan communities out there, but they have to be labeled as fan communities so that there's no direct connection to Geeks and Gamers. I own the trademark. You know, I have all of that in place. I have other stuff that's being processed right now. And that's why a lot of these companies are protective of their stuff. Like when you have a trademark, you have to protect the trademark. You're forced to. If you don't, you're almost going to lose it. If you don't, you know, hold people accountable that are infringing upon your trademark. It sucks. Business sucks, but it's part of it. But anyway, we will see. That's enough rambling from me. Linko Kenobi just dropped a 50 and says, hey, what's up, Jeremy? I've been trying to do live streaming on what's going on with politics in Hollywood. I watched the Halo show and made different reviews of the show. I hope you can check them out. Love your channel. Congrats on your success. Hail the 199. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Lincoln. Yeah, man. You just got to keep going with it. Again, I am someone, I only repeat myself on things to connect with people that are trying to start their channel. If you're starting your channel out, if you're trying to do something, go for it. Don't hold back. Don't get discouraged. It will take time. It does take time to build an audience, build a platform, get the algorithm favorable for you. It does take time. But you got to stick with it. So Captain Hillbilly, man, for $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And with that said, I think we're going to send us out with some Sabaton. Thank you guys for all of your support. It's been a great night. I greatly appreciate it. No gaming stream tonight, unfortunately. I got to get some work done, but I'll see you tomorrow for Geeks and Gamers Daily Trump 2024. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.
It's my time to rule at last. 15 years held up
And we've got Hayden Wayne says, Eric K, I found it. I think he sent the bridge thread to you. Jeremy, my dude, this needs to be blown up. People have to see this. Glenn Beck hasn't brought it up yet. Hail the 199. Hail CobraCast. Hail the fellowship. I'm going to look into it. So expect this on Friday's CobraCast, if not sooner, and maybe covered on Geeks and Gamers Daily, depending on if I could tie that in, but probably keep it more political. So I will look into it, Hayden. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you all. Have a great night, and we will talk to you later. Bye.